In this episode, I install a new trail camera at the bush house and we check what animals pass by. Okay, so let's open this trail cam and see what's inside. Okay, so we start off with the solar panel. The decent enough extension. Then instruction manual. Packaging. And here is the camera itself. Looks very cool. Nice small unit, fits in palm of my hand. Yeah, will be attached using some strapping. So in the package is some strapping. Open that up. That'll wrap around the tree that I put it on. This is a mount, probably for the panel. It's got some screws on it, screw holes on it that it can be used to screw into a tree or into a piece of wood or wherever you want to mount this. And then we've got the antenna for the 3G, some screws. Very nice. Okay, so there isn't any sort of indicator on the unit when it's charging that lets you know that it's charging. So I'm just going to have to monitor that once I get the app set up. But yeah, that is the next step. The app is not set up, so I have to get this connected to my phone and connect the camera to it so that I can start receiving footage from the device itself. Okay, so I got the camera set up. It is feeding through to my phone. Next step is getting a memory card from the car, putting it in the unit, and then figuring out where I'm going to place this thing. Okay, just managed to find myself a little memory card here, 64 gigs. Let me see if I can get this into the unit. You know this thing? It's a brown house. Yeah. I'll just double check before I pick it up. Alright, so memory card is in, SIM card is in, everything's set up, everything's working, so let's find a spot for this. Now, this is the path that goes up to the old restaurant area and old pool, and my property is here in all its glory, half built. So this path here carries a lot of game and it goes all the way. Let me just walk you down this side a bit so I can show you how it goes. It goes all the way around down to the bottom. So my thinking is either that tree, this tree, or this tree, because the one consideration we have to make here is that the solar panel needs to be in the sun for at least part of the day to charge the battery. So I might have issues with that tree, but I did see a lot of tracks come in there. These trees will be fine because the sun is over there, so the sun kind of comes in there very nicely. So this one's looking good. If I put it here, the only thing is I haven't seen many tracks on this side of the path. They all seem to, so on this side of the path, they all seem to come along that side. If I walk this quickly, you can see there, it's Impala, more Impala, just have a quick little squiz. Yeah, obviously a lot of impala coming up this route, but I saw porcupine, civet, and what else? I've seen waterbuck on this path and hyena on this path. So yeah, that's a little bit too low. We're on to another property here, so I want it to be up there near my property. So on this side, on this side of the path, there's some tracks coming down. Difficult to make a call here, but I'm feeling, just because of the sun, that we try one of these trees here. This one I can get nice and low, so we could put it like right down there, and that's right off the path. And then this one, yeah, you could do the same for this one. You can have it nice and low. Okay, let me just have a walk up and down and make a final call here. Okay, after a lot of back and forth in my mind, I think I am going to place it on this tree. So there's the tree, there's the property. The other spot that I had in mind was this piece of dead tree here, but I feel like it's going to be too exposed to the sun from there. The one thing that you don't want with a trail cam is for the sun to catch the front of the lens, because then you get this blurred out picture. So I think from here, the sun coming over me this way is going to hit that lens in the afternoon time, which I'm not too excited about. On that tree I can lower it so that it doesn't hit the angle, but what I'm going to do, the problem with this tree that I first had, if I show you here, is the view upwards is of that building up there, whereas I'd rather have some just bushes in the background. So I thought maybe if I put it this way and face it down the road, then we've got just bushveld. We'll see anything that's coming from the bottom of the road upwards, moving across the house. So essentially anything that comes up this path, past here, and then there's the house, and then usually they'll use this. Animals always take the path of least resistance, and obviously there's no scrub, thicket or bushveld or anything on this path, so it's likely that they're going to take this and move up towards the top of the estate. So I'm going to place it here. I'll try it tonight and look at different times of the day, and hopefully there's no glare on the lens, and yeah, hopefully something comes past and we get to see. Okay, I finally got the camera set up, and now that it's set up I still have some reservations about its position. When I put it up, it is facing a little bit into the sun, but it is now 2 o'clock, so in the mornings and the afternoons and the evenings, which is the most important time, it won't be facing into the sun. So, oh, look there, I don't know if you can see, but there's two little warthogs about 50 meters from me. Yeah, so it is facing the sun a bit, just at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to try it here for the next month, or maybe 2 weeks, because I come back here in 2 weeks, and try it for 2 weeks and see if I have any issues with it. I'll just show you how I've mounted it. So I've got a solar panel at the top here, and that's just loosely mounted between these two branches, and then I had to put it in a spacer over there, just behind the camera, so that it points at the right angle. This is a sloped hill down here, and if it was straight, it would kind of point too far up into the sky, so I needed it to point down. It's all connected to my phone. I'm able to get visuals on my phone. I just now need to figure out how to set up the record functionality so that when something triggers a motion sensor, it'll record the footage and I can view it. So that's what I'm going to do now, but I think that kind of concludes the setup. Let's try it here for 2 weeks, see what happens, see what we get, and yeah, hopefully something exciting comes past. Otherwise, there's tons of other places that we can put it. At the top side of my property there, I've also thought about getting a second one and monitoring what comes up at the top section, because I've also seen a lot of tracks there.
I've decided to call this camera location the highway for obvious reasons. A hyena was the first animal captured by the camera. The animals were a little bit apprehensive at first, but it didn't take long for a wide variety of species to show up. We've had hyena, porcupine, genet, civet, impala, warthog, duiker, scrubhare, and so much more. A pair of porcupines pass by the camera almost daily, and the most common sighting I get is a grey duiker, who sometimes shows up multiple times a day. So far, I love the camera as I get instant alerts to my phone of activity, but I must say that the quality of the footage isn't the best, so I'll be looking at higher quality camera options in the future.
Run the roads reckless, abandoned, fighting with the sun, taking back the trophies to the cities that were ours. Emerging in another world. Swap all of my clothes for some old and tattered robes. I'll pack a couple of favorites, some classics for the road. I'll tie off all my loose ends, don't know when I'm coming back. I'll dig out all your old books and I'll read them like a man. And when the man